Welcome to Season 4 of Casual Camping Podcast, your home for the best camping discussion both in and out of the field. Here are your hosts, Tim and Aid.
Hello, we're live in the field. We're at the Bushcraft Show and it's Casual Camping Podcast. I'm Aid.
And I'm Tim. I think it blew the levels out then, Ed. My ears are ringing.
Ring-a-ding-dong.
How are you?
I'm good. I did say that we're live in the field, but, that's the, poetic live. We are recording it a few days earlier but this is going out and we're sat in a field as you're listening, listeners.
Yes, actually. So as this goes out live, we will be setting up in a field, won't we? It's which should be amazing, and it's set to be Scorchio.
Yeah, Scorchio. Those people that were umming and ahhing, I bet they're going, "Oh, we can't get a ticket. They've sold out." You should have done it earlier. Try for the day tickets, people.
Oh, have they sold out?
Well, I'm sure they are because it's such an event, Tim. Maybe not at time of recording, but they don't run those figures past us,
No, they don't. They don't. Go on the Bushcraft Show website and just check because the weather's going to be amazing and it's going to be 26, 27 degrees. Not a drop of rain is going to fall for the whole of the long bank holiday.
Oh, you didn't need to say that, Tim. Everybody, it's Tim. It's Tim that said it if it rains. Okay.
I am tempting fate. But I tell you, it's going to be glorious and it's going to be amazing. So, come and join us. If you're listening to this live and this goes out on the Friday morning, you've still got time to sort out coming. So get on the Bushcraft Show website and even if you just come for a day, you get to come and meet me and Ed. I mean, there's a lot of actual proper people talking on a stage and shit. But, who wants to do that when you can come to the Barter Barn and talk to Ed and Tim? I mean,
and swap some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully that you've bought, because,
There's all that Snowpeak stuff going on, Ed.
It's dead. No, it's not dead to me.
No, it's not dead to you. It's never going to be. It better not ever be dead to you. Bloody hell.
I've started moving on to other stuff now that, like, years ago that I was like, why would you get that kind of stuff? And now I'm going like, oh, I could really do with that. It's how they get you, Tim. More addictive than cocaine.
Yeah.
Snowpeak. I wonder whether the marketing people have thought of that one.
That's why it's called Snow.
Those in the know, they just shorten it. Snow.
Yeah, Snow. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We've both been camping.
Other brands are available.
Are they? No, they're not.
We have been camping. You have been camping. So you were camping the week before, and you were like persona non grata, weren't you? You were like not available. You were camping somewhere there was like no signal or anything, and you were proper chilled and proper relaxed. Did you have a nice time?
I had a wonderful time. I went back to, and other campsites don't get jealous now, okay? But I went back to Thai Park, which by far is my favourite campsite. I know there's probably other ones out there that I've not been to, and everybody's got their own favourite, but we've been going for years. I didn't manage to get there last year, and it's really bothered us. We love Pembrokeshire, and if anybody's thinking of going camping somewhere, I could heartily recommend. And they've got 3 stages of camping: one in a field, one that's secluded, and 3 that's kind of really secluded. And it's just a well put together site. As I've said before, the Greener Camping Club, I think to be part of a member with those, they're quite specific about what they want their members to be and what they offer. And they don't want, sites where hundreds and hundreds of people impact the ground. And you know what? My good lady, Mrs. Sweep, she decides that she would like to go.
Do you actually call her Mrs. Sweep?
No, I was
Surely
thinking
she's
about...
Sue. Surely, up to that TV reference there. Surely she's Sue. From Sooty and Sweep.
It was just while I was walking on the coastal path in Pembrokeshire, I was kind of thinking, I don't like mentioning a name because obviously you shouldn't mention somebody's name if they're not about. Not that she's listening; she ain't listening. We know she ain't listening.
I know what you mean.
But I kind of think, she needs kind of an alter ego, like, the Mrs. or whatever it is. So I thought,
I know what you mean.
Mrs. Sweep, Sue, either will do.
Either will do.
And she loves it because it's got hot shower.
She? Oh, sorry.
So we're still talking about the camping. Got to. You're going to get me.
Save it for OnlyPans, Ed. Save it for OnlyPans.
Oh, dear. Anyway. But yes, so she loves that campsite and the fact that we get to go for 5-6 days and it's just brilliant. And, she said it's the only place that she looks forward to going to when we're camping. And I think, that is, it's just one of those things that if I said, should we go away for the weekend and we're going to go camping, that'd be the place that she go, yeah, okay, yeah, great.
Yeah. And that, we've talked before, and there's a whole episode of camping with your partner that we've done previously. And it's those things, isn't it? If you can add the bit of luxury, if you add the bit of comfort, but also it's where you stay, that we probably didn't talk about at the time, thinking about the facilities that are there and what's in the surrounding area. Mrs. Sweep loves nature, doesn't she? She loves bird watching. She loves the coast and all of those things. It's and it just ticks every box, doesn't it? That site.
I think it just does. The first year we were there was a barn owl that flew by every night. We've not seen that again, but we're hopeful. Every time we go, you seen a barn owl? No. But, we got some great weather. It's been a cold spring, so I managed to get the tent stove into the Snowpeak tent because there's zips on every little door, window, whatever, and managed to get a vent going through one of those, which I think was a success. Apart from, it was a bit clattery, so I need some work on that. It was the cheapest sort of piece of metal that you could get a stovepipe through, and because it was a bit blustery this week, it was just going up and down the pipe all the time, going every time the wind blew. So I was like, I've got some stuff at home that are like a exhaust wrap or something that just stopped that from
immediately
happening.
Thinking that, some kind of heat wrap that would go around it would have just dampened it down, but
it just would have stopped it. But the wind in a tent, for mostly it does wake you up, and it's a big tent, the Snowpeak tent.
It's
take
massive.
Away.
It's massive. What is it? The Grandberg.
Grandberg, I believe.
Grandberg.
Glam. Hey, we got a disco ball in there, but that's the thing. It's got a lovely sleeping compartment. What,
Is that what,
what
is that,
chicken, what cow?
is that what she calls you? It's Mr. Sweep and Disco Ball.
I'll have you know, sometimes she's not even talking to me, Tim. She don't call me nothing.
I'll have you know that's a normal relationship. And you call me Liz Taylor.
Oh dear. So yeah, what I love about that is you've got a very big bedroom that is quite dark. It's not too dark in the daytime, but it's got a nice soft light. It's kind of reddish in hue, so you kind of wake up much more easily than bright sort of sunshine on a yellow tent. And the front half of it, which is equally as big, is kind of like open where you'd have an awning almost. So the fact that it's all encompassed in one big tent is just brilliant.
Yeah, no, it is lovely. I've camped with you once in that, and it's just an incredible space. And it's a unique shape as well, because it kind of tapers in ever so slightly, doesn't it, at the bottom, and it you'd think you kind of lose floor space, but actually, it's just a really great shaped tent. It's a brilliant space. I think
it's really well.
You've never it's never reached the top of the pile of tents you want to like sell off or anything like that. I'm going to stop you ever selling that tent, because I just think it's such a good tent.
I've not had it out for 2 years because we didn't go last year, and you've got to go for a few days in order to make it worthwhile. And you know what? I put it up. There might have been some swearing, some choice words as I was doing it, because actually, when you're not used to putting stuff up, I kind of knew what I was doing, and then there was little bits that I kind of messed up on, and I had to then move it a bit, and so yeah. I think the first time I put it up in 20 minutes by myself.
Wow.
And I've never been able to beat that. I was like, how did I do? I think there is a video on YouTube of me doing it the first time, yeah. And I checked the time on that. I was like, 20 minutes, that's not bad. That's the time that you came and stayed in it.
I arrived a little bit less than you. You'd already got the tent up. It was like, wow, that's an impressive tent.
Well, I thought I'd be putting a stove jack in there and cutting a hole in it and stuff. And then I realised that one of the side bits has a zip to it. And then I thought I would try one of those clamps. That clamp plate, it clamps to the fabric and leaves a metal bit that the tent fabric won't touch the stovepipe. It wasn't, the clips were like off a clipboard.
Okay.
So they weren't sturdy. I think I might just buy another one and just reinvent it a bit, but it needs a little bit of fixing. And then it also, if anybody wants to try something like that, just get some exhaust strap, because metal on metal is noisy as. Honestly, yeah. Just crazy. But other than that, I had a brilliant time. Go to Wales, people. Go to Pembrokeshire. There's hardly anybody there, and it's just beautiful.
There's nobody there because it's such a long way. I think for me it probably take about 4 hours for me to get down into proper Pembrokeshire.
Well, so we've not been for 2 years, and the last time I remember it took ages because they were building a road and stuff. They built that road. It took me 4 hours to get there, Tim.
Oh, gosh.
It'll take you 3.
Yeah, I'm an hour closer. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it might take... we went down the M50 and then along the M4, so maybe it'll be a different way for you if you're going across and slower roads, but... At the bottom of Pembrokeshire, they put a nice dual carriageway that takes you more or less all the way there. So it took half an hour less than it did the last time we went. So
that's cool. That's cool. That's what it needed, because it needs. Well, it doesn't. It's like if you create better access, suddenly it's not that quiet, peaceful place anymore, is it? Because more people come, but obviously the local communities need more people to come. So so you totally understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, like I say, is there a trade-off? But it is beautiful. I've been once, and it is absolutely stunning. And I would like to go back, but it was always that distance that put me off. But they got new roads. They got new
roads. So yeah, it's a brilliant place. So I think I've waxed lyrical enough. I think we might ask Gary if he wants to come on and talk about sort of what he's done with that at some point. So Gary, if you're listening, I love your site. I'm envious. I wish I owned it, but
But no, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if he wants to come on and have a bit of a chat about, how he's converted, and rewilded a farm essentially, hasn't he?
Yeah, really, really does. So yeah, I think it's a lovely, lovely site, and yeah, but you've been camping. You can always tell when we've been camping because we've got loads to catch up on. And it's the fact that we've not spoken for a week as well.
Yeah, I know.
So
we've both been out of the way, really. But yeah, so we are talking this week, listeners, about Europe's largest campsite.
Yeah, that's officially what they say on their website, isn't it?
On their website. And I've also done some checking, and on acreage, it is Europe's largest campsite. So so on the actual ground space it covers, it is. There are other campsites across Europe that are larger when looking at actually amount of dedicated pitches and the amount of facilities and things like that. But actually, when it comes to pure acreage, so the actual grandiose size of a campsite, this is the largest campsite in Europe, and it's in the UK.
Well, we're like the BBC with stats now, Tim. Ooh, that is the 5th largest in the Northern Hemisphere that has the westerly facing. Have you ever seen that? It's like, you're the first person to do that on one leg, going backwards.
It is a bit like that now, isn't it? Like everything in the world, people, has now been done. The only way you can kind of be novelty now is if you do it standing on your hands to the South Pole while juggling 3 dogs. It's like you've got to.
Yeah, I mean, thank God for commentators, but there's a certain inaneness to them, isn't there? An interesting stat here.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not interesting.
It's not.
Yeah, they've just come up with a clever way of saying they're the 800th person to have done this.
yeah. And that's great. Well done.
Well done. Yes.
Get a rosette and everything else, but it's yeah. So we'll end the show there then. It were a good weekend. Cheers.
I've not been to Shell Island, so we didn't say what it was.
No,
Shell Island.
It's Shell Island. Shell Island in Wales. In whereabouts in Wales is it?
It's kind of mid Wales.
It is kind of mid Wales, isn't it? It's
just near Barmouth. Barmouth.
Yeah, and it's right on the edge of Snowdonia National Park, isn't it?
It really is. I love to drive over as much as anything. It's so stunning, isn't it?
It's just beautiful. The hills get big but you're driving through forests as well, and it's just proper oak twisty forests that you're driving through, and it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And you're driving through Snowdonia National Park, and then you kind of pop out at the other side. there's a lovely sort of high pass road that you have to go over,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
then you
love
kind of
that.
pop out at the other side, and then it's all twisty country lanes until you get down pretty much to Barmouth, and then you're just kind of driving along the coast until you reach
Yeah.
what is actually quite a tiny little road to go onto a causeway, because Shell Island is an actual island and it's cut off twice a year, twice a year. It's cut off twice a day because it's accessible only by a causeway. So, which, who doesn't want to go on an island that actually you have to drive over a causeway, a road that disappears twice a day? I mean, it's just cool
Honestly,
as.
yeah, honestly, I got caught out with that. I was looking after a shop over that way, and rather than going into a hotel, I was like, I'm taking my camping stuff. I'm camping on a night. I went for a flipping swim in the morning and got
Oh,
up, like
nice.
missed the tides. I had the shop keys, and nobody could get in.
That's
Scott,
awesome.
it was brilliant. Yeah, I had a great time. But that's how I originally knew of it, and I've been over many, many times. Has it changed at all since the last time you were there?
There's a new cafe down near the
Lovely,
harbour. They put a cafe complex down there at the harbour, which
brilliant.
annoyingly it's quite a bit of a walk down there, and it's not licensed. Which, I did quite a bit of muttering under my breath because what I really fancied was a beer,
Uh,
and it wasn't licensed, so they weren't doing beers, so it was just coffees and stuff. But it's actually a really lovely little cafe complex that they've built down there. But other than that, that place hasn't changed for about what? It's been a campsite since I think the 50s, the
wow.
1950s,
Yeah.
and yes, it's changed a bit since then, but it hasn't. In the time I've been going, it hasn't changed. I know there's some listeners out there who'll be going, oh, Shell Island, and it does seem to get that little bit of a Marmite response with some people, doesn't it? And
Yeah, I've had that from people going, "Oh, I didn't like it." Ooh. And for me, one, it's a big site, so uh, if it's the people that put you off, you're camping near the wrong people, you
yeah,
know. And I've had the wrong people camping near me, and I had to move. But it's a big enough site to be able to do that.
it's
And I think what
massive.
I love about them is that they have a rule that you're not allowed to camp within 20 meters of somebody else,
Yeah, yeah.
you
So
know.
as for scale, so the island is 450 acres, and 400 acres of that you can camp on. So this is
Wow.
huge, and it has areas for every kind of camper. So
Yes.
it's got clifftop, lovely. It's got quite vast mown camping fields that are
Yeah.
are beautiful, and they're all, they've got hedgerows around them and things like that. So it's not just like one massive big grass area. You've got lots of smaller fields that you can camp in amongst. Um, and there are clifftop areas. There are areas there were a couple of areas that were camper van only, and I don't know whether that was because it's still quite early in the year and the wind does get up, but they were quite the most exposed sort of area. They
Yeah.
had put that it was camper vans only on there, because the wind does get up on those cliffs. And but then there are dog friendly fields. There are no dog fields. There's pitches that are nearer to the main facility buildings, and then there's grass pitches that are much further away. Then you kind of, as you get further away from the main facilities, you move into sort of sand dune areas, and there's
Mm.
loads of pitches in amongst loads of little small pitches that are big enough for maybe, well, we there was four of us camping. We'd all taken a tent and we got on one of these pitches, and you kind of take ownership of that little area then, and you're surrounded by a couple of dunes and things around you. So you really feel like you're wild camping. And then there's even woodland areas. So if you want to take a hammock, you can go and camp in the trees and swing a hammock up there. It's
Yeah.
there's literally, I don't understand why some people go, I don't really like Shell Island, because there is literally a camping pitch to suit every single person that
Yeah.
goes camping there. It's stunning. If you want to camp actually in the sand dunes, you can camp in the sand dunes. they own the whole island, so they're happy for you to do anything as long as you're just not stupid and an idiot. It's
Yeah, and I think the sand dunes in themselves are quite protected, so you can't have fires if you're camping in those. But actually, there are certain bits of it that are. I once got my car stuck because I drove onto some of the sand dunes, and I thought, oh, this is nice. It was a hire car as well. I spent 2 hours going like just a few feet and then getting sunk in again, having to dig myself out.
Oh my God.
2 hours doing that, like panicking about it. So, yeah.
Did see a Vance or one of those big high uh, uh, camper vans, not like a VW camper van, but one of those big, high, tall ones that got stuck in trying to get somewhere on the sand, and they were back and forth for a bit, but then they got out and they had like proper sand mats that they put out, and they managed to they sorted themselves out. I mean, we weren't going to go and offer and help. We were already a few beers in by then. We'd have probably just made things worse.
The guys on the gate do. The last time I was there, they charge you 50 quid if they have to come and get you out. So yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
The guys on the gate are really nice, really friendly. All the staff are really friendly. I have to say, didn't hear a single Welsh accent the whole weekend. Nobody working on that site is Welsh. Spoke to a lot of different members of staff, but none of them were Welsh. But it's just beautiful because not only were we sort of camping in the sand dunes, and there's some big sand dunes there. We climbed up some of them, and we'll put some videos on. There's a couple of funny videos of people falling over and stuff. But you've got the beautiful bay and the sea, which is great, this vast expanse of water. And you turn around and literally you have the vast expanse of Snowdonia National Park of all the mountains behind you. And you're on this beautiful island in between the two. There's literally nothing to hate about this place because it's just beautiful.
Yeah, and there's so much to do from obviously the sea. There's windsurfing. You can do all of those things. For young kids, me and my son used to go, and there's where the tide comes in. The little river things, it's all sort of salt water. So we spent a day crabbing there and stuff.
There's loads of people doing that as the causeway. As the tide recedes and the causeway opens up again, loads of people were kind of rushing onto the causeway to the receding tides and waters, and were crabbing on there, and it was like, that's cool.
It's just so much to do, and it is a lovely beach as well, isn't it? Such
Stunning,
a lovely beach,
really quality sand, very clean. The beach goes on for miles, and it's so you're not crowded on the beach either. There's like you'll find your own space if you want to be on the beach. Tide goes out a decent way. It's nice and clean. It's not like some of those places on the Bristol Channel where it's actually just the tide goes out really far, but it's actually just a bit muddy and a bit horrible. It's nice, really nice and clean.
Great beaches there. I think just up from there as well. Obviously, you've got all the mines around Snowdonia that used to be the slate mines and stuff, which is brilliant. So there's quite a lot to do activity-wise.
Yeah.
But is it Harlech Castle? On the next, there's a terrific beach just up the road from it as well. So there's loads to do around there, I think.
I think Harlech's only a couple of miles up the road, and it's got a castle that you can wander around, and it's there's tons to do on the island. You don't need to leave the island because there's talking of the facilities, they've got a restaurant, they've got a really good pub. They've got their own ale, which we drank a few pints of, and it's actually really nice. Shell Island IPA, and it was a nice beer. They've got a really decent camping shop. So if you've forgotten anything, they're probably selling something that will do. They've got a really good little supermarket, and they've got an awesome ice cream parlor that does some very nice ice creams.
Cool. I love that place. I always remember there's some quite specific pitches in trees. and you could get like a little sort of. And I was always jealous if somebody'd got that and I'd not got it. I think I'd taken your idea one time of going on a Thursday just before everybody turned up and managed to sort of bag the good bits, and then you see people like circling, driving round, seeing where's taken and where they could pitch up, which is always nice.
Yeah, so we there was 4 of us, but 2 of us camped the Friday night and Saturday night, went home Sunday, and then me and Good Time Tom, we arrived on the Saturday morning and stayed Saturday night and Sunday night and came home Monday. So we were really grateful, actually, that Matt and Michael that we were camping with got there on the Friday and got set up. And because literally all Saturday long was just people literally driving past us going, oh, that's quite a nice spot. That's quite a nice spot. It's so that was that I was really pleased that they'd managed to get there, before the weekend really hit. It was quite funny. So Matt got there quite early on the Friday, bagged the pitch, kind of blocked one part of it with his car, put his tent up and a few other bits, and he was there, a lot earlier than Michael. So he went for a walk around the site and then walked out of the causeway all the way to the mainland where there was a pub, messaged Michael to say, I'm in the pub, pick me up on your way past, to which Michael didn't phone him until he was already on the island and the causeway was about to shut.
Oh, that's something you and I would do, Tim. I'm glad other people do it.
Oh, there was enough time for Matt to walk back, but the site wouldn't let Michael drive back because they have they're quite strict on the times when they close the causeway to traffic. But obviously they don't have a guard at the other end, so Matt still walked through. And he said the last little bit, actually, the road was a bit covered and he did get his feet a bit wet. But yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad, my friends are just as stupid as I am.
Yeah, well, good. It's and you also got to play with a new tent, Tim.
I did. Oh God, I did. So first outing of the Vango Sierra TC Air 300. I've probably put some of those things in the wrong order, but that's exactly what it is. Longest named tent in the world. So it's
Does it live up to that long name?
I have to say it absolutely does. I am so pleased. I am so pleased with this tent. It's I can't wait to take it to the Bushcraft Show and show you it and show all the tiny little quality details that are in this tent that I didn't notice when we saw it at the show. So obviously listeners know that I saw this at the camping, caravanning and motorhome show at the NEC earlier in the year. And it was one of the few canvas tents at the show, and it was just like, that's such a beautiful tent.
And you've been after an airbeam tent as well.
I really have. And you had your you've had your airbeam, and I've been massively impressed with that. So, there were a couple of other tents as well I was looking at, and we did put it to the listeners. Not that I'd have listened to them, but they did pick the right tent in the end, which is good. So managed to get my hands on it, and it was just great, absolutely brilliant, so easy to pitch, like unbelievably easy to pitch. You literally pitch out 4 corners, and then attach the pump and blow up the 3 beams to 7 psi or whatever it is, and they go up so quickly, and then it's literally a case of just going around and putting the guy lines around. And it was up, and that was it. It's no faffing.
How long did it take you to pump up?
Annoyingly, I didn't actually time it. I did video it, but my camera fell over halfway through, which is slightly annoying. But it must have been, I don't know, about 20 minutes in total from start to finish, including figuring out how to attach the pump to the air beams, because I'd never done that before. it literally just went up. I've never seen a tent with quite so many anchor points. And I don't know why it's got that many anchor points. It has a lot of anchor points, and and but I have to say as well, the weekend, although it was dry and it was lovely, it was windy as hell at times, and my tent did not move. Not a single thing did that tent move. It was solid as a rock, and I was really pleased. So yeah, it's an awesome tent. I love having a tent I can stand up in that I don't have to like stoop really low to get through the doors. So with the 3 meter bell, which this tent is replacing, you still the doorway's still quite low, and particularly if I'd put the tarp on the front. So having this that I can just walk in and out of and not be stooping down is just it's like heaven, really. It's bliss.
Yeah.
It took um listeners will have already seen this, but it took the retro kitchen station that you bought me with the jet ball Genesis that I sit on it, and the oranges of those are like matching the Vango orange of some of the straps and things that's on this. But the tent itself is it's like an olive green, like a military green. But when you're inside and it's bright outside, it's almost like a marl, similar to like your Snowpeak tent that you've just taken away.
Right, okay.
It's a bit of a patterned marl to it, which is actually really quite lovely. And I know what you mean by waking up in a dark tent. It's the first time I've slept in a dark tent before, and you just, normally in the bell tents, because they're cream canvas, you're like awake at like 4 a.m. as soon as it starts to get bright. But with this, I woke up at a normal time. It was like, this is really quite lovely, really quite special. Can't wait to show you it. It's just a brilliant tent, and it went down really easy as well. I figured out there's a different way that you've got to roll them to make sure that the air beams get fully empty of air, and it's not quite packed down really small as it originally was, but the bag it came in is like massive, that just expands and expands. So it's very forgiving for not packing it away so small. So yeah, I will take you round it this weekend at the Bushcraft Show, because it's just a really great tent. I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I can't wait to see it and see it go up. And I think that's also what I'm looking forward to, being at the show, the Bushcraft Show this weekend, getting to see loads of great setups, how everybody does it differently, and you take bits from somebody else's. So I'm looking forward to seeing your tent. I'm looking forward to seeing loads of others. Look out for loads of content that we'll be doing. We might do a couple of live feeds as we're opening up. We'll show you maybe on some of the socials, so get on there, look at our Instagram mainly, but also Facebook, and we will be putting some good stuff up onto YouTube, some of those longer videos that we'll do. So look out for that. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I do have a 5-star mediocre review.
Get the hell out of town.
No, I do. It's this is from Chartwell Handyman.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, Chartwell Handyman, catchy name. It's I don't know if he is handy or not. It's or a man. But he says thoroughly mediocre at best. 5-star review. Keep it up.
I mean, like, I'm taking it as a compliment, but might we just have been slighted, Tim?
Yeah. It's probably like a shouty comment, but you know what? I'm taking that as a 5-star mediocre review.
Let's take it.
Thank you, Charters.
It's going to be great to meet up with friends, which I think any good show is why a lot of people go. I saw a post recently on something where somebody said, "Where's your favourite place?" And I went, "Actually, I don't have a favourite place. I have favourite people, and wherever they are, that's where's my favourite place."
Oh,
And
man.
that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. We're going to see some new friends, some old friends, some listeners, and make some new friends,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. That'd be
Could get messy,
brilliant.
Tim.
Yeah, don't bring any rum. It's let's not do the rum. It'll be messy enough as it is. Should we go to a minute mindfulness? And this was recorded on Shell Island and on the Europe's largest campsite.
Welcome to the Casual Camping Minute Mindfulness. Let the sounds of nature take you back to the camping field.
There were that many birds, tweeting birds. That many tweeting birds are everywhere. It was
Tim just had to classify that.
Yeah. Oh, there were that many birds. I was like rubbing my legs.
Loving all it. There's all those Larry men
in the sand dunes looking.
Yeah, no.
It's not like that at all. Oh God!
I actually stood up on those cliffs where you were saying that was camper vans only, and it is quite. You get a lot of wind that way.
Yeah.
But I've been up on there on an evening watching the sun go down and seen dolphins in the bay.
Wow.
Which was really special. But yeah, I've got loads of great memories. If anybody's not been, should try it. Wales is a great place.
Yeah.
The UK is a great place, and they should you should be booked for this weekend because it's going to be a cracker wherever you are.
Yeah.
We hope you're coming to the Bushcraft Show, but you should be booking somewhere.
Yeah. If you are listening to this on a Friday and you're driving into work, you need to book a campsite for this weekend. And if you're not going to join us at the Bushcraft Show, just get camping somewhere. Go your local site, go to Shell Island, go to Pembrokeshire, do something crazy. But it's going to be the best weekend so far of the year. And as I've already told you, it's not going to rain. So just get out there and enjoy camping this weekend. Make it a lastminute.com kind of deal and just go.
Yeah, I think that's it. Chase the sunshine, and you know what? It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so you don't have to be at work on Monday.
Whoop whoop. And Tuesday's my non-working day, so I'm not back at work till Wednesday. Hurrah!
Extra hangover. Is that like Rum Sunday? Rum Monday?
It's never the rum, Eddie. It's never the rum. It's all me. It's all me.
Oh dear.
Oh God. On that note, I suppose we better leg it and peg it. It's I've been Tim.
Leg it and peg it. I love that one. Oh, copyright it, Tim. Yeah, I'm off to pack me van.
Woohoo!
Casual Camping Podcast accepts no liability and does not officially recommend any products or endorse any techniques discussed in an individual podcast episode or shown on Casual Camping Podcast social media accounts. Individuals should make their own informed decision and risk assessment of any products or advice prior to any purchase or use.